So, protesters, protesters getting arrested. Decoy Voice actually had a video we're gonna watch.
As Tesla dealerships across the country face aggressive protests from the left.
Ooh. What? What did they say? Something about and then not another billionaire? Yeah,
My
I'm
name's
getting it.
Frankie, and I'm getting arrested.
Wait, I think that sweater looks familiar to me. I think we have similar to it. I think my wife has it. Anyway,
Today, protesting Elon Musk bought his way into office. He bought his way into heading a government agency. He bought his power
he
at the
bought
expense of the
his
American
way.
people, at the expense of our environment, at the expense of our world, and all of the people in it.
They've actually
Yeah, you are a deranged individual, lady. What do you mean he bought himself away? You
begun
moron.
burning down these electric vehicles.
Unbelievable. Seattle fire on the scene.
Yeah, Seattle. Seattle is a hotbed with those idiots.
Breaking
Dang,
news. I'm sorry?
that thing's gone. Toasted.
And not only burning, but sending rounds into these cars and dealerships themselves.
Crews spent the day cleaning up the Tesla dealership after investigators say someone shot it up overnight Thursday, causing tens of thousands of dollars in damage. Just one day after
Oh
federal
boy.
investigators say they arrested a man in Salem for similar crimes. He's accused of
You know what they're gonna get? Like this people, this is what I don't get, and that's what I don't like. They get slapped on the wrist. Like this guy, the arsonist, whatever he put that through the Molotov cocktail into the dealership. I think he got arrested, but then again, got released the next
throwing
day.
Molotov
I think
cocktails and shooting at the Tesla dealership there.
Now,
that's what I
Western
heard.
Lensman on X showed that CNN again called these protests peaceful. But when I looked, the article now states there have also been peaceful protests. As the attack in Oregon, where the guy tossed Molotov cocktails at vehicles, apparently also had an AR that he used, not to be confused with a similar attack in Colorado. How quickly did the left go from we're in an environmental crisis and need to immediately switch to green initiatives like mandatory electric vehicles to let's start all these giant lithium
Right?
battery fires across the
Exactly.
country to stop the biggest
They're
supplier of electric
deranged, man.
vehicles, all because the liberal media said auditing Democrat spending is bad. It's
Yeah,
almost like they don't have any actual virtues,
they
just
don't.
extremely volatile emotions that the left can activate whenever they need to terrorize their
Yep.
enemies. As they're now angry, the NYPD needs to deploy police resources to protect Tesla Cybertrucks.
Thank God the police are here to protect the Cybertruck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cops to protect one Cybertruck. Amazing.
While they are
Yeah.
very well aware of what happens to
Amazing.
them without police protection.
You know,
As this wasn't the only random attack in NYC.
you should be able
It's
to
getting
shoot them
so
with the
bad that in deep blue areas,
with
people are
with
adding
bullets.
anti-Elon
I mean,
bumper
not bullets,
stickers to
rubber
not get
bullets.
vandalized, or even going to extreme measures like rebadging their Tesla sedans
Oh,
to
wow.
look like Honda Civics, and going on Reddit to express how scared they are to purchase a
Yeah.
Tesla now,
If
which
if
just
I have
goes
the
to
money,
show in deep blue pockets of the internet, it kind
yeah,
of sounds like terrorism, and it's
it is. It is. And like, I mean, if I have all the money in the world, I'll get me a Cybertruck. But that thing is so expensive, though. It's expensive.
actually working.
You know what you can probably do? Because right now, buy a Tesla and turn it into a road warrior. Turn it into like one of those car that you see like on TV. Like road warrior. Yeah,
As we saw the same thing during the BLM riots.
yeah,
All across the country, they boarded up their windows with
yeah.
desperate pleas of, this is
Black
a
owned.
black-owned business. And at least in Santa Monica, it didn't work, as all those businesses still got looted, with
Yeah,
most of them going under shortly after. It's almost like every time a certain side loses an election, you can pretty much expect this kind of behavior, Which really makes me wonder, is this the democracy they keep crying over?
That's from the
But
right,
the dumbest
though.
aspect about this entire movement is what looked like activists attacking a random Tesla posted to Reddit was actually them buying a Tesla Model S just
my
to
God.
destroy it themselves.
The car
That is
was left in
so
shambles with
stupid.
shattered windows, massive punctures, and tons of
That is
anti-Elon
so
Musk graffiti.
stupid.
We don't like what Elon Musk is doing.
Oh,
This
yeah,
man would only give me his first name,
yeah.
Greg, sorry, but says he actually owns the white Model S.
I bought it just
Yeah.
to destroy it.
And Greg says
He bought it just to destroy it. Oh my goodness, you got you got him now, dude. You got Elon. You moron.
he coordinated the stunt with his friends because
Stupid.
he doesn't like Musk.
Tesla supports traffic.
I'll never understand destroying something you own to get back at who it represents.
Yeah.
I don't like LeBron James at all, but I always thought it was stupid that all those LeBron fans burned
I
their
am
Cavs
sure-
jersey after
yeah.
he signed with the Heat. I used to like this certain sneaker brand, but after they did this ad campaign with one of the most anti-American figures on television, I'm not going to destroy the shoes I already purchased.
I already
I'll
purchased
still even
them.
wear them because
Yeah.
I bought them. I'm just not going to go get anything new from them anymore. So seeing these leftists so angry at Tesla that they'll go out and buy an expensive green vehicle just to get back at Elon is insane to me.
Oh, boy.
Even if it's a used vehicle, he's still moving inventory off the market, as electric cars don't really have the longest shelf life. But these anti-Tesla activists aren't the smartest people, as the website
not.
dedicated to going after Tesla dealerships openly admits to coordinating these so-called peaceful protests.
It's not Take Down Tesla, it's Tesla Takedown.
Tesla Takedown. Yeah, there's a website called Tesla Takedown, and it essentially is a map where
Ooh.
anybody in the world can put an action up for targeting Tesla. And so I've been involved in that campaign,
Hey,
in particular,
give it to me.
planning actions in the Seattle area targeting Tesla.
In Tesla Takedown, there's a spirit out there, which had already, as we saw with Luigi Mangione, there's a spirit which
Yeah.
is very anti-corporate, very anti-billionaire, very anti sort of elite. And Tesla Takedown is also tapping into some of that spirit as well.
Oh, for sure.
But looking at
For
the
sure.
website, they're legitimately just stupid, listing what Elon's Doge has done, cutting the federal workforce,
Wow.
sweeping US AID cuts, canceling DEI programs,
Let me see that. Terminated federal leases for office space, access to the Department of Data, paralyzing consumer finance with accessing the Department of Education data, accesses with technology, basing. Wow.
and just a long list of
Yeah.
things the average American voted for. As even CNN admits,
Yeah.
Americans love Doge.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on one second.
Hold
Whoa.
on.
Americans on Trump and Joe's efforts. Musk and Doge
And
should
that's
influence
CNN.
government spending and operations. Look at this.
I mean, it's
54%.
that's-
The majority say that he and they should.
But the anti-Tesla website writes, in the hardest to read color scheme, stopping Musk will save lives and our democracy.
Oh
No one
my
is coming to
goodness.
save us, not politicians, not the media. But somehow getting arrested outside a Tesla dealership is going to save democracy from the guy that won the popular vote, or save lives from a green car company. It's almost like this was written by an 8th grade edgelord that thinks if they do enough arts and crafts activism, stopping the only successful electric car company is going to accomplish the liberal agenda. Which is like those oil activists. They don't actually have a pathway to accomplish their goals. They're
They
just
don't.
useful idiots doing what they're told. As on
Yeah.
Reddit's legal advice, some California mom is concerned that her 18-year-old African-American daughter was coaxed into vandalizing a Tesla by her friends, but was caught on their cameras. So she
Yeah.
is now concerned about the legal repercussions, as her attorney stated she will likely be convicted. It's bizarre that she had to
Good.
mention race, but this is the exact issue this type of activism creates. This girl doesn't know anything about the movement or how it can accomplish its alleged goals, other than spaceman bad
Well,
because someone told me so.
They have to mention the race because there are prominent individuals out there that would probably reach out to them, especially on the left. Like Al Sharpton, the NWCP. So they have to mention that race.
And only
There's perks,
after they
I guess.
effectively turned her into a brown shirt will she question, Why did I set fire to an electric vehicle? And then Wokeness on X has a great point, as there has not been a single Democrat to condemn the
None.
escalating attacks on Tesla
They call
and
it
Tesla
peaceful
owners.
protest.
Where this is very similar to the BLM Summer
Yeah,
of Love.
it is.
Now, the Democrats aren't actively paying the legal defense fees for these activists anymore, but they also aren't telling their people violence isn't the answer, which makes me believe this is what they want to happen, as the Democrats are still out there trying to rile their base into more of the same.
Are you ready to defend our teachers, our students, and public education? Are you ready to defend science and research in this country?
Settle down, Pocahontas.
No, I think the majority of Americans ditched what the Democrats call science after they bulldozed outdoor parks to lock down the city. Meanwhile, they reserved fine dining inside for themselves. So the same way they tried to convince you we were facing the most dangerous disease in history, but didn't seem to be worried about catching it themselves, if they really thought green initiatives would save the planet, they would probably look past Elon's politics to save us from extinction. Well, luckily their hypocrisy has gotten so lazy, it only takes a short video like this to red pill anybody to what's really happening. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality,
good video, Decoy Voice.
Then go check out the video on how California's Governor Newsom got blasted so badly on his podcast, he actually soaked sweat through his shirt.
Yeah, with Charlie Kirk, he was doing a lot of hands, the hand thing. That's pretty funny. You should watch it. Well, that's it for now.